Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
Pain at the bottom of the foot, and we don't really know as doctors what causes the problem. Some people think it's because of the modern day shoe, and because of the way we now walk, it's very heel to toe, and through evolution that's not how we walked. If we were going to walk on a surface without a big cushioned shoe, we would be a lot more careful with our step. We wouldn't be hammering through our heel as much, and that led way to the movement in barefoot running and other types of equipment related to that, like barefoot shoes. But the main point is that it's very important to walk barefoot on some grass or on some soft surface for a couple of minutes at least every day, in order to strengthen the muscles of the foot and in order to build the arch of the foot, so that your foot is nice and mobile, supple and strong, and you're less likely to get plantar fasciitis. If you do have plantar fasciitis, then you may want to look at what kind of foot you're wearing, and in the short term it may help to try out a few different variations, and often it's a very cushioned heel or foot with a modification in how you walk, so you don't walk heel to toe as much, you walk more with the forefoot, so your forefoot hits and then the rest of your foot, and that can modify the amount of impact going through the plantar fasciitis. Apart from those two things, changing footwear and modifying your stance, is also some exercises you can do. The two best ones that I found for this is one they call downward dog, and it's a yoga exercise. You get in this kind of position, you try and keep your legs straight, like so, knees straight, and then you walk your feet back whilst keeping your knees straight. You feel a very strong stretch at the back of the calves, and do is lean on a surface like a table, and then move your feet back as far as you can and go further down until you feel a very strong stretch at the back of the calf. You rock back and forth off the ball of your foot. So you come into this position, feet together, and then you sit back onto your heels, and when you do this you should feel a stretch at the front of your ankles if you're not very mobile, and then you lean forward and your knees touch the ground, so you feel a stretch on the back of your ankles and on your toes. So you lean back again and lean forward again. You repeat this at a nice controlled pace 10 times. Exercise number 3 is get a Coke can or a tennis ball and rub it underneath your foot. You sit on the sofa, place the tennis ball underneath your foot and rub the bottom of your foot, the sole of your foot, on the ball, and it will help to give you a bit of massage underneath the foot. It will feel relieving, it will keep those soft tissues nice and supple. So those are the 3 exercises it's really important to do every day. Spend 5 minutes doing these and you're giving yourself the best chance to get over plantar fasciitis. If you go on NHS Choices, it will say on average it takes 6 months to resolve plantar fasciitis for it to get better. It's important to have an idea of that time frame so you know what to expect, but the good news is it does always get better.